Welcome to Pandemic Diaries. The title of this episode is Leadership Matters. This video series was created to share information about the current and historical global geopolitical situation. Our team of dedicated researchers discovered an enormous amount of information that is not widely known, even though it is extremely important. One of the most important things we learned during our thousands of hours of research is governments all over the world know if they lie to large populations, the majority of people will believe the lies if they repeat them enough times. Studies determined if they lie to large populations for a period of 2 months, the majority of people will believe the lies from that point forward. If the same population is told the truth at a later point in time, the majority of people will still believe the lie, even if the truth is more plausible. The results of these studies done over 60 years ago describe what we are experiencing today. It is critically important, for all of us, to question everything we think we know. We need everyone to get informed ASAP. The threat to our children's future is very real, it is not a conspiracy theory. Be prepared to change your opinion about many things, after you learn the truth. It will take time to review this complex situation. All of us need to talk about the historical information that played a major role in transforming societies to the chaotic state we experience today. The world has numerous multi-generational families that train their children to be social justice activists that work to destabilize nations. This cult of intolerant, dangerous, society-disrupting people never think about the future their own children will experience when they are no longer needed. Anyone that blindly follows this cult of liars will be led to a place that is unimaginable to most people. Will any of them stop and break away from the pack before it's too late? Or will they blindly follow everyone else, off the cliff of no return? No participation awards, only equal treatment for all, at the end of this round of the world's never-ending, global wars. Today the world's fastest growing religion is supported and protected by some of the world's most powerful people. The Great Reset, sponsored by the House of Windsor, was officially launched on June 3, 2020. The British monarchy also dictates the activities of the world's fastest growing religion, which is protected by powerful allies like the United Nations and the United States government that imposed economic sanctions against other nations that defend themselves against Baha'i subversion. Baha'i was banned in over 40 countries in the short time since this religion started 160 years ago. Why does the United States government work so hard to defend them, and why don't all Americans know about the New World Order Baha'i say they are in the process of creating right now? We will share more detailed information about all of this in future videos. Our goal is to help people learn the truth about the history that was hidden from us. Today, Americans need to ask every elected official, working at every level of government, if they support the Baha'i New World Order, because many of them do support it. I strongly advise everyone to spend a few hours reviewing information on these websites, because you will have a better understanding of why we are experiencing all of this chaos right now. The Baha'i religion was banned in over 40 countries. During the short period of time this New World Order religion has been in existence, because some nations recognized it as a British colonialism subversion operation, which is what it appears to be. Baha'i instigate all social justice topics media and government officials talk about. Baha'i promoted climate change politics, which so many of our elected officials used to justify unreasonable actions, that reduced our nation's security, and the well-being of our citizens. The bottom line is the taxpayers in the United States of America are the largest financial contributor to the United Nations. The United Nations is a front for the British Empire's long-term war strategy, against the entire world. Evidence indicates the British Empire created a new religion they used to instigate social chaos and disruption with all over the world. In Baha'i inner circles, they brag about their role in destabilizing 14 nations, to the point their government system collapsed. This is what they want to see happen in the United States, and all other countries. Global chaos and disruption was directly caused by the world's wannabe global dictators who need it that way, so they can offer solutions to the problems they created. We will dive deep into the information we shared in future videos. We will end this video with one last bit of information that is an example of how bizarre all of this is. Jameson Bond was one of the Knights of Bawala. He was active during the 10-year crusade that took place during the 1950s, and Mae Maxwell was the mother of the Baha'i cult leader's wife. Jameson Bond and Mae Maxwell are both characters in the James Bond movie series that were popular. The Baha'i really did influence all of us in ways that might sound impossible, or more like what we call conspiracy theories. The conspiracy against you is real, Americans. Action from each individual is required, if we want our children to live in a future that is safe. If you don't care about your children's future, just keep doing what you are doing, because that is what helps American foreign and domestic enemies of freedom. The future they want is equality for all, including all of the modern useful idiots that work to destabilize nations, to serve the interests of the world's wannabe global dictators. The position of global subversion actors will also be obsolete in the near future, so think hard about what you really want your children and grandchildren to experience. If you live your life lying to others, to support the mission of the liars you work for, expect to get lied to in the end. Thank you for watching this video. Please share this information with everyone. We need you to help us change the national conversation to topics that really matter.